gingerbread, so
Where's
I'll make
the fire?
that for next week.
I don't know.
We are live,
Go
by
down.
the way.
Go down.
We're live again? Alright.
Flames.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to turn off Tarwa.
Yep.
So I'm making those eggnog cookies and the peanut butter cookies.
Welcome to Afterburn.
Woo!
Oh, everyone.
I'm making pfeffernusse cookies.
We don't have hot sauce anymore.
They're
by the
like
way.
little.
What? We're out?
No, it got thrown away.
Oh my god.
It got left out.
No, somebody threw it away.
And then
I did not throw it away.
I don't know who threw it away. I vaguely remember the conversation that we should throw it away.
I do remember the conversation.
That is
I don't know what that is.
really.
I don't either.
That's a fairly old
Don't eat that.
hot sauce from
Daily
Owls.
Bones, yeah.
Don't eat that. Throw that away. In fact, throw that away.
Yeah, we are live.
But I do remember the conversation because it got left out for a couple days,
Yeah.
and then we talked about throwing it away because we knew that Corbin would buy the new one for the Christmas party.
For the Christmas party,
That
which
was
is
my-
still this
That was
week.
my thought. It never goes bad.
Yeah,
It can't. Nothing can live inside of that bottle.
No.
But I didn't throw it away.
It's like leaving vodka out.
It's true.
Anywho,
So
pfeffernusse
instead-
is a Danish, I believe, Christmas cookie.
Just drink too much.
They're tiny
You okay,
little
It's working a lot.
tiny little circles, and they're called pepper nuts. So they're real spicy. They're like mini crispy, crunchy gingerbreads. They could probably be
doing-
cereal.
Alright.
I'm doing
Alright.
48 hours for the foreseeable.
The movie.
A week. Or
Gross.
potentially 60.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we lost a bunch of people.
Oh no.
I'm not going to go into
They
it
died?
anymore. I'm not going to go into it any more than that because I've told people at work about this. So
I mean, such is life in the hospital. It's always people come in. and
nobody
out.
died. No.
No,
They
but
died.
I mean, like
No, but people
in
leave
that
often.
in that type
People-
of work, it's a rotating door.
Any high stress shit, you're gonna have high turnover.
Yeah.
So, what's the higher? How quick are they looking to hire?
Well, they already were, so hopefully it won't be too much because hopefully they'll just get the people that they didn't hire. You know, like if there was another good candidate, they'll just say, "Hey, another spot open. Do you want it?"
Mhm.
We'll see.
Sick.
How many spots do they need to fill? Like 2 or 3?
Three. There's
You
three.
work in the for the sake of people watching.
Relevance, yeah, so people understand.
Context.
Yeah, there. Thank you. Now.
Yeah.
You don't have to say where, but you.
I work in a hospital.
You work in a hospital in the
cardiac
department. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go to a hospital and you have one of the little monitor things on your chest, it's me or someone like me watches that. So
Oh yeah, those are mine. Don't know what those.
Meanwhile, I watch PJ Masks for a living.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much you do. I apologize for that.
Yeah.
My little one has not found that yet.
PJ Masks. The one that I don't mind is Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
No, it's fair. No, it's not
That
bad.
one's fine.
I watch Blippi, which is basically like watching
Blippi
you,
is the
young
worst.
You.
Blippi.
It's like watching a younger you.
Fuck you.
It is.
I wish I was smart enough to become Blippi. I really wish I was smart
You
enough.
had the opportunity, and you didn't see it.
I didn't. No, I just didn't see it coming.
At least he hasn't discovered the trash that is Caillou.
Josh Lee.
That is
Yeah.
being avoided at all costs.
Caillou
Yeah.
is the
Pocoyo.
fucking
Doggy duty.
It's
worst.
not happening here. Pokio's
Right.
pretty terrible.
I have not done that. We have Daniel Tiger.
We don't do that
Daniel Tiger's actually good. If you can get him into that one one's bearable. 'Cause
Daniel
it's,
Tiger's
it's Mr. Rogers from Neighborhood with like kid oriented.
Oh, it is. It's the same. It's
It's exactly the same. It's his kid or nephew or something that produces it.
and
it's like Alan Rogers or
it's
something like that.
it's Imagination Land or whatever
Yeah,
the fuck.
it's the exact
That's where
same
it's set. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all there.
Has she discovered Peppa Pig?
Yes, I actually hate Peppa Pig. It's the most degrading thing to watch.
Why?
It's all they're derogatory. I mean, they make fun of Daddy Pig's fat belly the entire time, and he's stupid, but not stupid. It's just like,
So it's like toned down Simpsons, but
Yeah.
not funny. Yeah.
Yeah, they saw a formula that worked and wanted to
But
run
sold
with
it to
and,
young children.
To sell it on
Yeah.
young children. Yeah.
yeah, young children that are completely impressionable by the actions of their heroes. Yes.
So. Yeah.
I think we're losing, right? I don't know what to tell you. It's still 21.
Seattle's are getting. No,
I'm like Bars
Seahawks
and
are
I's
getting
projected
shit kicked
scores
in.
keep going with like me ahead by a few points, him ahead by a few points. It's
I haven't even checked mine. Who's got it up?
it
right
is too close
I-
for comfort.
Am I playing you?
I'm currently
Yeah, you're being.
So-
You guys are doing the weird
I
thing
think
where
I
it's like the
beat you.
cumulative scores of 2 weeks at a time, though, right?
Is it?
Stream
What is
League,
it?
I think it's
Yes,
2 weeks
it
at a
is.
time. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
What do
so
you mean?
like I have this week and next week,
Yeah.
and then we just
Yeah.
then it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So it's 2 weeks for one game in playoffs for us, in Stream League.
Oh. How's
I
that?
don't-
How's that work?
I don't know if that works. I don't know if that's how it works. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works for the bottom 6.
I'm not even sure. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. But, I'm on the bottom 6. Like I think I'm 9th right now in Stream League.
Oh man, I'm winning the Stream League right now.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Look at you.
You're destroying
You
that.
didn't even know.
I knew I was doing pretty well in the Stream
You want
League.
some of this?
I'll take some of that.
And actually, I've been winning
You
in
want
the
the
other
dry
league,
stuff
too.
or the okay? Well, you.
We'll just mix it.
Oh.
And then-
Oh, Luke's beating Corbin barely.
in Stream League.
Yeah.
Well, Corbin's team in Stream League was designed to be terrible.
Yeah, but it's Luke.
Just finish
But
it.
it's lit.
So it's a close one, yeah.
There we go. You
Yeah.
have all of the champagne.
Oh,
Yay.
Luke's.
Yay.
Oh no. Well, I guess Luke's technically beating me in the other league.
So I bought that for
Got more
mimosas
points.
last night,
We didn't.
and then
you
I
were
was the only one who drank one.
You're the only one who had a mimosa.
Yeah. So I
everyone-
bought 2 bottles of champagne, thinking that everybody.
Because
else
all the
was gonna
ladies
drink
decided I
mimosas.
couldn't have mimosas.
Those are not good.
You could have a mimosa.
We have-
You decided yourself that you were done drinking last night.
Well, I didn't feel very good.
I know.
Michael, is there like any hot sauce upstairs though? Like anything?
It's some. Well, there's those Luke sauces upstairs that are
I'm
pretty
gonna
hot.
pull down some Luke sauces.
Yeah, go get some Luke sauce.
Put them on the chocolate cookies and the muffins.
Put them in your mouth and your cock and your pee hole. Put them in your pee hole.
Anywhere but
Take
the-
a funnel. And put the hot sauce.
pee hole.
Anywhere but the butthole. Because remember, rule
Who
3.
are we? What
I
have we
don't
become?
fucking
Hey,
know.
speaking of, I should ask these questions.
Yeah.
So my friends that I play D&D with on Saturdays.
Oh, right.
What are we?
Yeah. I mean, you're my friends too.
They're her actual friends.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Oh, look.
So I
Yeah.
play
We're the backup
D&D on
games.
Saturday mornings on I don't want to fucking open
Roll
it in
20. Continue.
they're on Roll20 and they are great humans. And
As far as you know.
as far as I know. I mean, I have mailed Christmas cookies to
I'm
one
just
of
saying.
them for 3 years
I'm just saying,
now.
as far as you know, that they're humans.
Yeah.
It's true. You
It's
don't
true.
know that they're humans.
They could be different.
Dude, Brady, you should probably head upstairs for a minute. You got hot wings waiting for you.
I know, but I just
He's
feel
aware.
bad.
You're hot wings.
All right. Well,
I'll go-
continue your shit. Stop getting off
Yeah.
topic.
So, one of the players that I play with on Saturdays has started a new website called Lichlair.
Check out lichlair.com. It's
Lichlair.com.
excellent. They have articles every. This is to the people in the room as well as the people at home.
Yeah.
Lichlair.com has articles every single day. They do awesome articles about underpowered, overpowered, talking about specific build types. They have the monster of the day where they go through every single monster in all of 5e and talk about like their role, how they should be played, what they're good at.
This sounds exactly like the sort of thing you would dislike, Mike.
I know I love this
It's
shit.
very, very
I
good.
love this shit because they're getting hard. They're just getting into it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I think the article that they posted today is going to potentially be what makes them go viral.
Do y'all like Wendy's?
I like their Twitter a lot.
Their Twitter makes me giggle.
Their food is okay.
I like
It
their
is
nugs.
better. It is better than McDonald's or BK.
I agree.
Definitely will
That's
say
fair.
that much.
I agree.
Yeah,
Anywho,
until you
so
want
they
a
have,
McDonald's. 'cause then you
they
want
created
McDonald's.
No,
Lichlair.
that's never happened to me. Sorry, go ahead.
Pretty sure their
You're with
article
me on
today
that.
is going to make them go viral because they posted a quiz to see which member of Vox Machina you are, and Vox Machina is the original campaign of Critical Role. So that I saw it today on the Critical Role, the like fan page on Facebook. So I'm really hoping that they get, I hope that they get the
It's right here too.
the stuff that they deserve. Y'all gonna love Wendy's nuts.
Wendy's nuts.
drag.
But bump.
Ah.
It's a D's nuts joke.
Great joke! Holy shit! You're a comedian! My God! You do stand up? Holy shit! Oh my god! Fuck, man! Did you come up with that
Mike,
yourself?
you
Fuck!
laughed. You laughed for like 30 seconds straight when you got me with the CDs joke.
When?
With the first time you did the.
Was I 21?
CD.
I think it was about a year ago.
Oh, that's true.
Anywho, Lichlair.com, they have asked us to do an interview about Dirk Industries and our streaming site. One, because they know me and they know that I stream, and nobody else on the creative team at Lichlair currently streams. So they wanted to get some more info on what it is to be a streaming group on Twitch, and a little bit more about us. So, sick.
Mike, please, I just wanted to hear you laugh.
Laugh for the
Laugh.
public.
Dance for us, monkey!
Everybody quiet. Everybody quiet.
Nailed it.
Excellent. So
I was
she,
laughing.
the kind of creative content producer of Lichlair, sent us some questions for us to answer. A lot of it will probably be to your expertise, Mike, 'cause since you started Lichlair. Or you started. You started
Wow, did he now?
drinking.
Wow, you started Lichlair unbeknownst to
I've
you.
had champagne.
I'm in charge of many things that I had nothing to do with.
So,
Including the child upstairs.
what
Dirk
exactly?
Wow.
That was good. That was good.
Should we do this hot one style where you have to eat spicy things
Yeah,
before
fuck
I
it.
ask
No,
you
let's do it.
questions?
Line me up 5 things.
Get some wings.
In a
You
sentence.
have literal
Go
wings
get your
upstairs.
wings
You can put
upstairs.
that shit on.
Well,
Is
they're
it only
huge.
things for
They're
Mike?
really
they're
big
big
wings.
wings.
No, they're
Yeah,
for
for
everybody.
Mike. Okay,
Like,
well, we can
there are
all
things
do
for
it.
everybody.
Do
Yeah.
we?
So get some
Okay, here. Take these.
shit. There's some candy. There's some Oreos. There's these cookies.
Reese's, I think.
There are some Reese's in there.
There's still
Your
Reese's.
price.
Can I have one of
Are all the chips gone?
No.
Oh, I should eat one of these muffins.
I don't want that. I want the
There's
plate.
not a ton of chips left, but there are some.
Those muffins are so fucking good.
I haven't had one yet.
Thank you.
Here we
I
go.
think the muffins would be pretty good as a hot sauce
The
delivery
muffins are
system.
very good.
No, the little.
Okay,
little
so I have 5 things right here.
Okay.
If you could,
Yep. Nope. There's.
if you could, spice them as you see fit, I will answer the
Okay.
questions.
What is fair?
Go
Just
down.
start,
you
start,
see
start
fit.
low, go high.
I don't know what's low.
Jalapenos lows.
Yeah, I was gonna say wait. Jalapenos probably.
Jalapenos lows.
Because if you can't talk in the second question, it's not as good.
I think I chased them.
Oh, yeah.
That's better.
Can I have another
Do
plate?
Do it.
Who's that guy?
Phil.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Give me a
No
plate.
idea.
Give me a plate. Give me a
How does he
plate.
know your
Give me
name?
a plate.
Well, I.
Other than the fact that we say it a
Said
lot.
Mike.
Probably
Pretty sure
said
it
it.
said Mike.
Said Mike.
several
He's
times.
stalking us.
Yeah.
But we gotta go because my phone is gonna die.
All right.
Fucking go.
Okay. What exactly is Dirk Industries? Who came up with it?
Dirk Industries originally was my YouTube channel that I had been doing for a year before it became Dirk Industries. And
That's what I was going to say, do them individually.
yeah,
I was trying. That one didn't.
and I got partner on YouTube. So I felt like we needed an actual title, a label, because before that it was just me doing the stuff I wanted to do on my own. And we sat there in a. Those are all habanero. You pile of shit.
Mix them. Put some of the.
You can stir that one around.
And mix them together in a
Who
big
gives a
chunk.
shit? I named it Dirk Industries too, even though it was a meeting with Dorothy and Chad. They were looking for more of an online presence. I said, hey, I have a partner. They went, okay, let's try to make a thing for you. And I'm going to be honest with you, it continued to be just me despite them. And Chad added a bunch of tech, and Dorothy helped me with directing.
What does partner on YouTube mean for those of us, i.e., me,
Ad
who
revenue.
doesn't know?
Ad revenue.
That was me.
Yeah.
They started to put ads. I mean, they always put ads on my shit, but I started to garner ad revenue from it. It's since been moved because they changed how that works. You have to do a lot more to become partner these days. And I kind of just stopped trying to keep up with the He's just gotten to literally, if you don't put out like a 7-minute video per day, you're not going to keep up with it, and I'm not going to do that. So.
So tell us a little bit more about the team behind Dunk Industries. Who does what?
I do a lot of the creative development.
I do everything.
I do a lot of the. I do a lot of the creative development. I do a lot of the directing. Chad does all the tech work. Laura and Philip do a lot of the secondary writing and producing. Right now on the stream, anyway. And yeah, so it's like mostly me. We'll say like 60% me, 20% Chad, 20% Laura and Phil.
Word. Question for everybody. What is everybody's tabletop role-playing game experience?
God. Total experience.
Yeah.
You
How
were
long
like
have you been playing?
16?
What have you been...
No, you were like 17 or 16. Because you got me to do it the first time, and I was 18.
I was playing 16.
When you were in
15?
McCook with those guys.
Even earlier than that. Holy shit. I think I started playing at 13, and then took some breaks during college time. Just
What game did you start with?
D&D 3.5.
Yeah.
Well, a weird hybrid of 3.5 and 3, because the guy that we started gaming with had been doing it since it started. So it was kind of
Real
a
life.
free-for-all.
Okay, right now.
Like that you're the only one who's doing this.
I just
and the
did
rest
mine.
of us are like...
I just
Well,
did mine.
nobody will pass the hot sauce.
Oh, sorry. Let me pour some on
Over
here.
here with no fucking hot sauce.
What are you
None of these are hot except
I don't
for
know.
that.
No,
Phil
that's the
ate
only one I
all the pastries. So
There's a muffin.
Oh, there it was behind the beer
well,
can.
it's
Can you
over
toss me
here.
that last
Here.
muffin, Phil?
Yeah.
Muffin, hot
That's
sauce.
the only hot
Go.
one.
Muffin's fine.
That's the only hot one.
Here's a little plate.
Pathfinder in the last
Thanks.
3 years, and then now Starfinder is just now.
I didn't know there was an Afterburn. We had just decided like super right after.
Yeah. So what we're doing, Bars, since you just came in not knowing what the Afterburn,
fuck.
I have a couple...
Now it's
A couple friends of mine that I game with on Roll20 on Saturdays have started a website called Lichlair.com.
Holy
Lich
shit.
like the
Working.
monster,
Two
Lair
questions.
like
It's only happening
a
right.
questions,
lair.
and then the third for everybody.
Okay.
Right?
And
Yeah, this is only happening.
so you should definitely check it out. We'll post it in chat.
That's the only home.
Lichlair.com. Phil, will you post that in chat? Lichlair. And it's an awesome website. They're doing a lot of really cool stuff. They post every single day. They do monster reviews, they do quizzes, they do commentary on things that are overpowered, underpowered in D&D.
And individual articles, op-eds, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's great.
Opinionated
I've seen
Goblin
it. Bar says he's seen it.
Oh, yeah. So my friends are running that website, and they wanted to do an interview with Dunk Industries because, A, they know me, and they know that I stream.
So we're weirdly answering it now and all.
Yeah.
Is it Lichlair, like Lair.com?
Yeah. It's pretty sick. Their articles are great. I helped contribute to their Curse of Strahd article about the curse that is that campaign because it sucks.
Phil, I also helped with that one.
Yeah, you
Jesus
did.
Christ.
Sorry, Chris Perkins, but your campaign sucks.
It sucks. Phil, what is your total experience with
Tabletop.
With tabletop?
Well, when I was in college, living at the fraternity house, I walked into the meeting room.
Two men having sex.
That's pretty much what that was.
Not that day.
Okay.
And
Maybe another day.
Maybe another.
And I went, hey, what's up? I took my shirt off.
I joined right
and
in.
there was a group of my fraternity brothers playing D&D. I was like, well, that's really cool. I hope no one else on campus sees this.
It's not a lie.
And they had me sit in for a little bit because someone had to go do something. That was my total experience with D&D. Before I had some minimal interaction with Dunk Industries, as it's in its YouTube form.
Props. He was a prop.
I was a prop. Yes, I was a dead body for most of.
You
a
acted.
skit.
I'm joking. You were an actor.
And yeah, Mike wanted to do this whole Twitch tabletop thing, and I was like, okay,
like it.
I will be
Which one?
I will learn, because we started with Pathfinder,
No, just those cookies.
that Pathfinder campaign where
Great.
Catherine ran the Emerald Spire campaign.
Yeah.
And I was drafted into that to be sort of the straight man in the comedy. I learned the rules. I was going to act very seriously and try and drive the campaign forward.
Got very mad at us when we didn't do exactly what we were supposed to do.
That was the goal, though. That was the goal was for me to get upset at everyone else bullshitting around, and it worked great, I think.
My doctor's appointment tomorrow is going to go terribly.
They take your blood sugar, yeah.
Yeah, Calrac, the dwarf cleric, was my first character, and he.
How's this still to this day?
Yeah, and he and Derek. Bless his heart, nothing about the way Derek treats Calrac has changed in 2 years.
He's mean to him, but they get drunk and have fun together.
And then he throws him.
Yeah, then he throws him.
It's a free action.
So for the Dirk Industries stuff,
just all tabletop in general.
Tabletop
I know.
experience and all.
Well, since Phil talked about Dirk Industries too, I did one sketch with you, I think.
Yep.
The basketball one.
Yep. Basketball Jones.
Which was my only experience with any sort of video. So I was surprised at how many times
you
have to do the
video
exact
on our
same
YouTube
thing
right now.
every time. You know, you have to like do the same shot like a bunch of times, which surprised me. But I did that, and then I did distracted gaming a bunch. I don't remember any of those because I was always very hammered.
You were very, very hammered during those. I would always bring booze, and this was during his heavy drinking period.
My wet period, if you will.
It was the brown age.
The brown age.
Anyway, as far as D&D, I don't remember anybody in the fraternity playing D&D, so I don't remember that.
Yeah.
It was Hutchins and Osdemore and
also probably my wet stage, but in any case, the first campaign I played was the pirate one you ran here in Pathfinder, where I was Cedric, the most forgettable PC ever.
Who's Cedric?
The
point of it is every time he'd say his own name, we didn't know who he was.
And Mike gave me a lot of shit about like thinking of it as a video game.
Uh-huh.
I had no concept of it being anything different though.
Right.
At the start.
Right.
So my idea of what a tabletop role-playing game has changed drastically, obviously.
It's whatever you want it to be.
But we still treat you as if you are still the same.
It's because you're all a bunch of chicken fuckers.
I love you.
And we did the pirate campaign, and then switched over to Starfinder with Phil running the last campaign where it was Fuzzy Nuts, which I did like as a character. And then we're doing 5e on Wednesday. That's all I've done. Literally here, that's it.
Yeah.
You played like way more than any of us.
Not really. So real talk. This is gonna get real. Internet, I'm sorry. So
Ass cancer.
yeah. So my first experience with any kind of tabletop RPG was in college, like my senior year of college. I had a townhouse, and I always had over. I called it Friday Feed the Freshmen. I was a theater major, so I would invite over a bunch of freshman theater majors, and I would feed them in my townhouse. And it just so happened, oddly, that only boys would come. Weird.
God only knows why.
Free food, and I had good tits at that point in time. So they would come over, and they came over and they brought D&D one night. And so I rolled up my very first character. We played one session of D&D. I had a badass elf woman.
Why am I doing that?
All I remember from that session is my elf got completely naked and ran into the forest and lured some orcs away from a tower so that everybody else could get in the tower and steal things.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Oddly enough, I never got invited back to play again.
Why?
I don't know.
That's great. That's great characterization.
So then
it's funny as fuck.
Skip ahead many years. I never played again until I started playing with my now ex-husband and a bunch of our friends. And then after my divorce, I actually my counselor, because it was a very messy divorce. It was a bad marriage in the first place. But my counselor suggested, I mentioned that I really enjoyed gaming, and she said to me, why don't you try and use tabletop RPGs as a form of therapy? Create a character who is somebody who you would want to be, and somebody that embodies the characteristics that you don't currently see in yourself. And so I did that, and I actually played a Curse of Strahd game on Roll20.
Oh, Curse of Strahd.
It was actually the best Curse of Strahd I've ever played, including the one that I ran.
I'm gonna run.
You're gonna run that campaign?
I'm gonna run Curse of Strahd for other people.
Do it. Try.
I'm gonna try.
You'll be fine.
I hate it.
Like here?
But I did.
No.
I created
Outside
a character in that campaign who was confident, she was sexy, she was all of these things that I didn't feel after going through my divorce. And I was able to really kind of discover that in myself again through tabletop RPG. And so it was a cool form of therapy for me through that. And then after that, I played a couple games. I joined my group of friends who now run Lichlair and have been playing with them for 3 years now online. They kick ass. And then my cousin here, Phil is my cousin, called me out of the blue and said, hey, we need a girl to come be on the Starfinder campaign. We should probably have a girl playing, and I know you've kind of played some tabletop games before, and now I play in through streams.
Yeah.
So it seems like I play a lot, but it
You play a lot now.
I play a lot now, but it's been in the last 3 years that I've started playing RPGs.
Okay, so I take it back. I'm the one with by far
Yeah.
the most
No,
experience.
yeah.
The most far-reaching, back-reaching, at least.
Well, I started before, but mine's broken as
he
all.
introduced me at 18 to D&D 3.5, and I went, oh, this is awesome.
And Rifts. We freaking played Rifts.
And
then, too.
Rifts
Oh
as
my
well.
God.
I never got into Rifts, but he
That's
introduced
all
me to
technical.
3.5, and I had a lot of expendable income at that point in my life, and I went hard, man. I got so many different types of games, like bought so many different types of books, and it was... I was constantly trying to get people to play things and constantly starting groups
Just
and
trying
constantly
things,
playing
yeah.
campaigns. And it was different games all the time, and I was learning new systems all the time.
Did you ever ask me?
No, I absolutely didn't.
Fair enough.
No.
I didn't ask anybody from the house
Oh, okay.
at that point. Well, that's not true, Kevin. I played with Kevin a couple times.
Thank you, Philip. I see your comment.
I didn't want to interrupt your story.
No, you're fine.
I did that for probably 2.5 years, and then life stole me, and I just kind of lost a lot of my things I enjoy for a long time. Minus video games, because they're forever kind of love. But and then I started getting back into it probably 3-4 years ago, and just writing and studying on my own, not doing anything, not playing with anybody, but just like it's weird, but kind of running myself through stuff where I would create a character, and I would create a campaign, and because I have MPS, I would be able to just do that. Multiple personality syndrome. And then finally one day, because we were doing streaming, and we were trying to video game stream at that time, and I don't have in me what it takes to video game stream. When I play video games, I don't talk all that much, unless there's someone in the room to riff off of.
Or just curse
And you
at
did
it.
that a few times with Chad.
Huh?
And you did that a few times
I
with
did
Chad.
that with
in
a
the
few
room.
times with Chad, and those were actually decent streams, I would say. But just doing it on my own didn't work.
No.
So I started looking
We tried and
for...
it didn't work either.
Yeah, I started looking for other things to stream. And back when we just did YouTube, we did a game that you previously referenced called Distracted Gaming, which was a board game stream. So I tried board games for a little while on here. And then I'm like, you know what? I've been hyper-focusing on this in just like private style D&D, and I have an idea for some stuff. I know 3.5, and I know Starfinder or Pathfinder is 3.5. So let's just run that. We ran it, and while nobody gave a shit, it was very successful in the campaign. Even though we'll never do part 2, unfortunately, because I left everybody at a fucking
Part 2?
yeah.
Didn't you guys do that in the Starfinder campaign?
No.
When you guys
You're
went to
thinking of the
future?
first campaign you ran.
Yeah,
when we started this, it was actually Pathfinder with Catherine running the Emerald
Yes.
Spire. So, and Emerald Star was the successor to Emerald Spire, even though it was in a different game type.
Yeah, Emerald. Well,
The
yeah, no.
fir-
Emerald Star was first because
The first campaign was
they were
Catherine,
supposed to be both first, but the one I was running just ended up being later because I didn't feel ready.
Right? Oh, you're talking about the pirate one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We won't do a... Well, I mean...
Yeah, we probably won't do a sequel to
Probably
it.
not. But just because a bunch
to-
of people... are
to,
really into it.
Catherine will never come
Captain
back. Rachel will
Mustafa.
never come back. Luke, we couldn't get for a solid night. I'm sure.
Marcus and Corbin.
Marcus, Corbin, yeah. There was a bunch of people. That campaign was.
There's a lot of people.
It was 7 people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
7 people.
That's a lot.
That's a
for
big
It was great. It was actually really good, and everyone was really well balanced because of the nature of it. I made them session 0 for that. I had them all. Here are the roles on the ship, and here's what you do. Starting with quartermaster being the highest ranked, and there is a ranking on the ship, and you've been here for a while, so you understand ranking and you and where you belong.
It was a very good session 0 because it made everybody aware
Of who was in charge and who got trumped.
to some extent. Like, if you start a game where everybody meets at an inn, there's so much unknown about the relationships already that it's a little kind of iffy to work through that beginning part of the campaign.
When you give everybody, but
when everybody has known each other for a while, they have assigned roles,
and you have a ranking,
Yeah.
and you have a ranking.
rank,
This is
yeah.
where you slot.
As long as players aren't shitty about that, which they weren't.
They weren't.
Yeah.
Corbin was shitty about literally everything else, but
Yeah.
not that.
Well, also, I
Yeah.
don't think he was that high up.
Yeah. No, he was so far down the.
He was
Totem.
like second from the bottom or something.
Yeah, he was so far down the totem. Also, if he would have tried to climb, he would have run into Rachel's character, who mini-maxed the fuck out of fighting somebody.
Yeah.
So, she played a samurai.
Yeah, you were.
Two-handed samurai, and
Yeah. She was really awesome because I was throwing haste up every round.
Yeah,
okay?
it's true. It's true. But
When you
still,
get an
she
attack
hit
an
like
extra
a
time every
fucking
round.
truck. She hit like a fucking truck. And the first mate and the captain were both like hard trumps
Yeah,
to
they were
everybody
fun.
else. So
They were fun. They were good characters.
And since then we've just been playing kind of nonstop. It's my way of writing these days. Before I would just write as a novelist or script designer. So this is my way of writing these days.
And I feel like if I'm not working, I'm here.
Truth.
Because I'm here twice a week and I work a fair bit. So it's
That
nice
was a
to
long
come here.
answer.
And,
Sorry.
nice to come back here or to come here and relax and just screw around.
Okay, next one.
Yep. With a recent boom in streamed TTRPG games, what do you think sets Dirk Industries apart from the rest?
Comedy.
Comedy.
We are funnier. I'm not joking. We are funnier than 99% of not just all other streams, the 99% of all other stuff in TTR in tabletop stream. Even with the top tier stuff, I'm going to tell you right now, we are funnier than Critical Role most of the time.
Don't come here if you want to see shit get done.
Yeah.
No, don't look
If you
for gameplay. Don't look for gameplay.
If you want to see
Critical-
2 straight hours of gameplay,
Yeah.
this is not the stream.
No.
If you want to see an hour's worth of gameplay in about 3 hours,
3.5 hours.
stream,
That's generous.
That is
That
generous.
is generous.
yeah.
The rest is just bullshittery that just comes out.
No, we are funnier than
It's not
goddamn
like-
everyone
it's
else.
not like-
we are.
We're really doing it for the money, though. We're just doing it to have fun.
Yeah, we're doing it for the
So,
love of the game.
I'm not paid, so I'm doing this to have fun.
And
I put money
bring-
into this.
I bring tea sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of.
Well, I spend money on
Yeah,
books
I
and
mean,
stuff.
yeah,
And I think,
we're
like-
all essentially paying to do this. Yeah.
like Critical Role aside, like they're an anomaly
Starfinder.
of something beyond Like, no one expected that to happen with Critical Role.
They got very lucky.
They got really lucky. They got really fast. And, I mean, they had the benefit of already being established voice actors ahead of time. Like,
they all had established
they had a
fan
following.
bases while not being large fan bases. They did have established fan bases before they started.
Yeah.
Which does the first 10% of any fan base is the hardest to ever get.
Yeah. So, like, I think we all come down here and we sit around the table not expecting to ever get the success of Critical Role by any means.
No.
We're doing it because, one, we love the game. Two, we just enjoy hanging out with each other. And
That's generous.
that... Fuck.
Yeah.
I especially hate this fucker.
That one is the
Worst
problem.
one here.
But we enjoy each other and we enjoy the game, and, like, I think for the most part, I won't speak for everybody, but, like, I could care less how many people are watching every night. It's about coming and being able to be...
Coming?
No.
It's about coming. It's about penetration and coming is what it's about.
Describe your dick.
For us to describe your dick.
It is cool to see the
You know
regulars
what?
show up.
We
I will say that.
We'll have to pull it off the VOD. We're not currently recording.
I legitimately enjoy bars, just conversing with bars in general.
It's crazy to me that I'm just we're all just random people, and people we don't know regularly tune in to watch us.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's more to hang out with us than it is to actually pay attention to what's...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel differently about that. I want us to get more viewers. I need more people to pay attention to me. I crave the attention. Please, tune in.
When did he turn into me? When did he become me?
When you
We've been around each other too damn much.
Yeah.
Yeah, since he moved in.
All right, last one.
Oh, there are more. There are several more.
There's several more?
Yeah.
Because I got one more of these.
Well, you have three more.
Well, good news. We've got more hot
Right.
Can't
sauce.
do any more sugar.
You don't have to.
Yeah, then you can just start straight drinking the hot sauce.
Hot sauce to chips.
Alright, you fuck.
No,
This is you're prepping. You're the prep area now.
God damn it.
this is the most productive afterburn I think we've ever had.
Yeah, I should prepare questions all
Let's
the time.
make a reproductive afterburn. The,
A reproductive afterburn?
I think that would be against the guidelines of Twitch.
we could do it on Pornhub.
Still a streaming service.
I feel uncomfortable. being
I'm
the
not
only
joking.
female.
I have legitimately have long conversations with Chad about dual streaming to Twitch and Pornhub
Oh,
for
like-
our stuff.
Yeah, because there's actual not porn on Pornhub.
they have.
Oh, there's all sorts of not porn. They have video games now on there. They do Let's Plays on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it.
We might get a bigger Pornhub audience considering our subject matter.
I'm just saying.
Just put us up there. Who cares?
We'll
Who
just
gives
put
a
like
shit?
a gif of titties shaking in the bottom right or something like that.
I mean,
Fuck it.
I'm here. I'll just do this.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because we're on Twitch still.
Would that get me fired? Probably
They
not.
would probably get me
I hope.
fired. I work at the university.
They can't really
It would
tell
get
you
me
what
fired.
you
You're not
can't
working.
do. Like
You're not working at St. E's. You're fine.
We can
Okay.
bleep
You
that.
did just tell them where.
We're not going
bleep
to.
that.
We're going to be doing the exact same thing. We're not going to be fucking. It's just
I know.
getting streamed.
I know.
What are you doing? Stop.
It might
got
be an
you
issue
three.
if there are shaking titties, though. I don't know.
Some of these are quick. Some of these are quick. Okay.
Fucking beat you. Stop.
Yeah, you're good.
This is more so for Phil and Mike, and to
What are
some
we doing
extent
here?
me.
I don't know. You said do this. I did that.
DMing is already hard as it is, but what sort of extra work goes into streaming the games?
Tech work exclusively.
Yeah.
Lightning round. Bars of saying
Lightning
Lair,
round.
tech work exclusively.
Phil was saying that, but
The
oh no,
constant,
Bart said it too. Okay.
the constant struggle with microphones, the buzz sound and audio in general is just a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Prep.
I have never GM'd any other way.
It's extra prep.
However, we do, if we're trying to do map cam type stuff, that presents a unique challenge. We can't have the pieces on the board like would normally run because it's top down, so we had to improvise and create these two-dimensional pieces with artwork on them. That's one of my hobbies, is making those pieces.
I never put that together till right now. That's why we don't use miniatures, because we use
Yeah,
top down
because if you
camera.
top down,
Yeah.
it
That
looks
makes
stupid.
100% sense.
Yeah.
It's weird having
You're
just
not
the way,
dumb, you're pretty.
the way it's set up. I mean,
can
it's
be
not.
both.
I know it's not normal for D&D to have a GM sitting way over at another table. Normally
about
you're
4
there,
foot away
everybody
from
can
me.
move their stuff. We did a lot of things to make it work, and it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
I think similarly, and then I think also just trying to be.
It's not lightning round.
I'm sorry.
Yes or no?
No, it's lightning round for the food.
Lightning round. Continue.
Okay,
Shut
I
up
want
and eat your heartburn sandwich.
It's trying to be innovative and trying to come up with new ways to make the maps and versus theater of the mind work a little bit better. Because Phil said it best, like you're not all at the same table. I also run a home game, and so running that game at home is very different. We also don't have to hide our booze at the home games. We just have it out.
You absolutely don't hide it here.
I know
We
we
just
call it tea.
Also,
here.
I'm not sure why you guys do
It's-
that. Does Twitch have rules?
It's
against
because
that?
Twitch has rules against copious amounts of drinking.
Oh.
We're fucking Dunk Industries.
I think
it's
you're fine.
Okay. Which
Sometimes, some nights I'm fine.
No.
which of your series would you recommend to somebody new watching your channel?
5e. 5e
Is that just everybody? Yeah, Crosden.
Yeah.
is most people know Dungeons and Dragons. It's got the easiest rule set.
It is the easiest rule set. I feel like the group of people play to. It's not that they get more. If they get more done, quite frankly, that group of individuals, because nobody's trying to be antithesis of the group, they just accomplish more in a given night than anybody else.
In the D&D Beyond overlay, it has a lot of options for, viewer interaction. You can, theoretically, you could go through the character sheet of everybody who's playing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And hard fuck.
Yeah.
And hard fuck, yeah.
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 And that one just, it meshes. Everybody meshed so well on that one. Like, normally there's like a whole lot of an awkward, like, character building, getting the characters to interact, and in that one, like, everybody seemed to know who they were right away, and everybody worked together
I have to
right
clean
away.
up so much. Down
Nobody's playing a shithead.
Everyone's a fucking cinnamon roll
Yeah.
in that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we done?
So that one.
No,
No.
more hot sauce. Mike, just stop eating the hot sauce.
Stop.
Oh, God.
No, he's
You're doing
committed.
this to yourself.
He's going rogue.
You're bitching about
I'm
me.
hot one
You're
zing.
doing this.
I'm hot one zing.
I think everything we are currently running has been getting sent to you, upload on YouTube, correct?
Everything is.
Yeah.
I'm like a week behind, but everything's been.
Do you want some water, Mike?
What's in the future for Drunk Industries? Can you give us any hints of what's in store?
This is stores. T-shirts out soon. Drink Industries. There's gonna be a Baby Yoda. Fist fucking. You got Simone DeRosa.
What the fuck did he
Fucking
just
reference.
say?
So Mike,
reference.
let me translate. Mike just
I had
Give
to
him
That
this,
he's-
please.
he's
drink
planning.
the Coke.
Do I need to turn up the stream?
No, he's planning a T-shirt of Baby Yoda fist fucking
No.
Simone DeRosa.
We're gonna plan. We want to do a beer cozy.
A beer koozie.
A beer koozie of the symbol of the redundant. What was the phrase we were gonna use?
Of the symbol of the
We were gonna
redundant.
use the phrase.
So on brand it hurts.
So on brand it hurts.
It hurts. Of the symbol of the redundant.
And then we were doing the second round of the Drink Industry shirt.
Second
the
round
logo.
of Drunk Industries T-shirt with the logo. He's dying.
It's both in white and black.
White and black.
And
And
it's gonna probably happen. It's supposed to happen before Christmas. It's not gonna happen before Christmas.
it's not gonna happen before
And then
Christmas.
we're gonna do.
No. No.
What are you doing?
Drink water, you.
Why are you going for
dumb
more hot
bitch.
sauce? What's wrong with you?
Because the bit is working! You're feeding him!
The water
You're going to kill him!
water might help.
And we're gonna. And then we're gonna do. I was thinking about dice.
Disgusting
Thinking
animal.
about dice.
Thinking about dice.
Oh my fucking god!
Oh my fucking god.
I think they understood that one.
I think they understand that.
It'd be cool to do dice with characters' faces for the ones.
Yeah.
A Tanuki for a 1?
No, I'm pretty sure my face is all the ones.
Yeah.
It's just Phil's face of one.
All the ones.
Just every one of them.
That'd be a great idea. I think stream-wise, we have some different ideas in the works.
Okay. Here's this after Wednesday and Thursday wrap up, which are my campaigns, and you know how my campaigns go. They go for too fucking long. It's going to be either Phil or Laura taking Wednesday or Thursday. Oh fuck! It's the burps are bad.
The burps are bad. Oh fuck!
Chad is going to take the other night.
Sunday?
No, Thursday or
okay.
Wednesday or
Okay,
Thursday.
okay.
Yeah.
Either Wednesday or Thursday. And he's going to run his thing that he's been working on. I don't want to give anything away. He's been working on it for a
What
while.
system?
I think it's in Savage Worlds.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Back to Savage Worlds. I dig it.
And yeah, he's going to run something. And then Sunday, we have no idea. But it's probably good. Honestly, I've been talking to Luke. It's probably going to be Luke running. He has an idea for a medium length stream. Everything hurts.
For whatever
So-
my vote is worth for Sunday, I know we maybe wouldn't be able to get Chad back, but I would fucking love to do the Crew of the Redundant in 5e.
Well,
That's gonna be
That
my
is a
third-
plan moving
That's gonna
forward
be
that we
his
want to go
next-
to.
That's
Okay.
gonna
Thing.
be. I was gonna say that's
Okay.
gonna be a long.
That's his next thing, but
it's the question of whether or not we're going to do.
If you do it Thursday, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Right, it's going to have to be a Chad night. So if we bring back the Redundant to 5e, it will have to be a
but
Wednesday.
Can you tell them Thursday instead of Wednesday? Like if we wrapped Wednesdays and then could you move it to Thursdays? That's all I'm saying.
I could, but I
Because
can't
we were
do
thinking
both.
we were thinking of swapping nights.
Yeah.
You gotta give me a lot of notice because they
Yeah,
do our
and-
schedules.
This is long ways down
They
the
do
road.
our
at this point.
schedules. Way
We were
in
thinking of
advance.
swapping nights because there might be a person to add for Thursdays.
You are more important for the.
You're
bring
more
back of the
important than
redundant.
everything.
You
You're
gotta,
the chosen one.
you gotta let me know when this is happening because not tonight, but you gotta know. Let me know as soon as you can because they just put out our new schedule and it's like 2 months.
I'm gonna say it's like
2.5
It's like
months,
6
I think.
weeks, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
So
Yeah. There's 6
So,
months.
because we will work the redundant reboot around you as opposed to the.
And
Because
you.
I'm running. Yeah.
Figure out what I can do.
Tyranny
'Cause
Dragons
I'm
too.
running Tyranny of Dragons is what's happening for whenever I start running things. Just because I'm not an experienced enough DM yet to write my own stuff, so I'm going to run Tyranny of Dragons. So
Get
anybody
better.
out there who
Is it?
digs old school campaigns, I will be changing a shit ton of it because as anybody who has run Tyranny of Dragons knows, that's a fucking mess of a campaign, so I will be fixing it.
They
But
re-edited it.
they re-edited it, fixed it some things, but I'm going to fix more. Okay.
Oh, fuck, more questions. Give me the thing.
No.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Are there any tabletop RPGs that we haven't played that we would be interested or looking forward to
This
play?
goes back to me learning a shitload of stuff previously. I can do all of this. Well, your
I know.
choice is riffs.
I do enjoy riffs. I am a tech based. I love numbers, and it is very detailed. So I will never stream it. Ever.
Mine is Vampire the Masquerade, but I don't think we can get a dedicated group to do that.
No, I would like
It's
to run
exactly you and me.
No, I would
I
love to
would-
run this D6 campaign style. I'd
That's
love to.
D10.
Yeah, D10,
Those are
D6.
D10.
They run the same.
It is.
I don't care, I
They
just
run
want to
the
be a
same.
vampire.
Vampire the Masquerade.
Werewolf's the same.
I just want to be fair.
I just want to be I want
If
to bite
somebody could figure out how to properly balance Scion, that would be amazing. Scion is all of the player characters are the children or adopted children of old pantheon gods.
Fuck yes.
No, that was fun.
And you don't get a whole lot of powers yourself. You are naturally stronger than other people, but you don't get a lot of powers yourself. You are given gifts in items from your parents or adopted parents that give you powers. That's what Scion's all about. And character creation might be the most complicated game I've ever played.
It's pretty bad.
Character creation is fucking intense.
Yeah.
I'm probably the only one interested in it, but Pathfinder 2 looks interesting.
No, you were the only one interested.
You're the only one interested.
Have you guys looked into it at all?
We're actively running now.
Okay.
But yeah.
3.5 is so... Jesus Christ. After playing 5, just 3.5 just...
Well, they had a break.
Pathfinder 2 is in between Pathfinder and 5e. It's more complicated than 5e, but it's not 3. It's not 5. It's not Pathfinder.
I would like to play my friend Luis's campaign. So I have a friend who writes for Paizo, who writes for Pathfinder, and he wrote a campaign for Pathfinder. I'm pretty sure it's 3.5, and I would like to run his campaign at some point just to pay homage to Luis. Shout out Luis Loza.
I have one more, and it's called The Authority. It's a pretty well-balanced superhero style. They actually did a DC tie-in for their second print, where you, based on how many, it's point-driven character creation, and it can go between, like, you can kind of fly shittily, that's your superpower, to you're literally Magneto and you're lifting mountains with high iron content out of the ground.
Damn.
Like, there's a big difference in
That's a huge one.
what you want to make, and that's running. I don't know, like running a Justice League style
Yeah.
campaign would be
It's
sweet.
like City of Heroes.
Yeah, it's very City.
It's very City.
It's
Heroes.
very City Heroes.
I'd like to run a Robotech Mech Warrior one, but I have not.
Those are
They're
so
hard.
complicated.
Did you buy the video game of that?
The new one, no.
No, BattleTech.
There's a new
Battletech?
one.
No.
There's a new Mech Warrior.
Yeah, I bought that.
Did you?
Comes out Tuesday.
Yeah.
But that one's actually fighter. Like
Yeah,
that one's
it's a
in the comic. But
pilot.
Some
BattleTech
rules
is
are
the
easy.
tabletop, basically.
Which one's easy?
To interface to can't.
Some rules are easy to internalize,
but other
some rules
worlds
can
can
be
be
wonky.
wonky.
There's a counteracting mechanic that I don't know how it works.
That's her.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think for me, after I run Tyranny
Battletech's
of
good.
Dragons,
I recommend
I'm going to spend
I like
some
Tyranny. I don't
time,
think we
and
can
I want
stream
to
it,
actually write a
I don't think
campaign
we can
in
stream it,
the.
though.
They have
It's just
written a
too-
Witcher
Well, I'm just talking about the
tabletop
it's fun to
RPG
play.
in the world of The
I
Witcher.
like the techie ones.
I
It's got a
dig
lot of
those video
number crunching.
games like a shit ton. They're great video games, so I would love to run an RPG.
How many of those have you played?
You
played 3, I
I
know.
played the 3, and then I played both of the like.
You played all 3?
No, I played the 2
Witcher 3?
DLCs for Witcher 3.
Witcher 3. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but now that I have an Xbox, I can do the old ones.
You can
On the Xbox.
actually, and those are
I will definitely play those
not
at
as
some
big as
point.
3, but man, they're also fucking huge.
So I own the book for the Witcher RPG, and I would like to run an RPG in the Witcher.
Made by the same people who make
standpoint.
Cyberpunk 2020.
So what you're saying
'Cause
is
it's all,
we need
CD Projekt
approximately
Red.
30 more days
No,
in
it's
the
El
week.
Talasarian.
That's what we need.
You can
El
do all this.
Talasarian make the
This is gonna be
tabletop
after
games.
Tyranny of
And part
Dragons.
of their-
The next one that I run will be in the Witcher.
I'm really bummed.
El Talasarian, it makes
If I missed
tabletop
Tyranny of
games.
Dragons, I would have been bummed.
El
I'm
Talasarian
honest.
makes the tabletop games, but part of their
I might take Sunday instead.
them giving
Just
rights
Sunday.
for Cyberpunk to a video game, they got rights for Witcher to make for a tabletop.
It's very, very good. I dig it. And
Oh my god, there's so much water on
It's possible,
Downstairs.
and just
Any
for my
others?
work,
You
it's
too?
possible I could switch
Just the
to
generic
just
White Wolf.
just Wednesdays and Thursdays, and not do Sundays. But
But you like Sundays.
I mean, I like how it kind of breaks up my work week, so I never have too many days in a row. That's kind of nice.
That is nice when you can break that up.
Because
We
it's
should-
12-hour
we-
days.
we've gone through it?
we should wrap it up.
Okay.
Do you have any
Yeah.
other RPGs that you want to play? That you're looking forward to play? That you-
Nothing new. I've
Call me daddy.
Call me daddy.
I've never really done any like non-fantasy ones, so some of the ones you guys are talking about
Sci-fi,
seem kind of
near
interesting.
futures.
Yeah.
I wish D20 Modern didn't suck as bad as it does.
That
I don't know what
sucks.
that is.
It is so bad. It was just modern. It's a modern
modern
era,
thing.
but it's not good.
I love. I was talking to Mike the other day, actually just earlier this week, about how much I absolutely love the world that is built around Shadowrun. It's just the system is very
Yeah.
complicated and
Flawed.
hard for people to pick
Super
up
hard.
on.
It's
It's not flawed. It's complicated.
very
They're they're very all encompassing in their rules,
yeah.
and there's a lot to adjust.
You don't have a lot to play with.
Yeah,
Like,
D&D 5e is Apple iOS and Starfinder is Linux.
Starfinder's simpler than Pathfinder.
Sorry, Shadowrun is
Shadowrun is
Shadowrun is
Okay.
Linux. I meant.
Yes, it is.
Alright.
No,
Like, Starfinder's got a lot of
Starfinder's like Windows
10.
10, yeah.
Shadowrun
A little
6
better.
isn't a big help either. Yeah, they've never managed to make. I've seen a few iterations of Shadowrun. They've never managed to make it less.
It's never flown. Yeah, you just can't.
It's super fun.
It's
It is.
so
It's
fun.
just super complicated.
Everybody has to be a rules
Yeah.
person.
How did I get ink all over my
I
hand?
have no idea where you got that
What
from.
did I do?
You touch yourself.
Stigmata.
Okay,
Your Jesus.
last thing. Where can we find you? Where can we catch some of your shows? Any announcements? All
Right
those
here.
shout outs.
Here.
Find us here on Twitch, on
YouTube.
also YouTube.
YouTube.com.
And you guys tweet out, right? Before we do
Dark
stuff?
Industries.
On our social media,
Yeah.
and it'll go out on Twitch, but
Yep.
not
You
every.
have to follow Mike on Twitter or Phil on Twitter.
Find us on
I'm not on Twitter.
Kidstar on Twitter.
2 Ds, 2 Rs.
Dark Industries on Instagram. Dark Industries on FetLife.
Soon to be on Pornhub.
Soon to be on
Soon to be on Pornhub at this point, yes.
Facebook Gaming, we're not there.
No Face Guy will be our tag.
Mixer,
on
not there either. The
We're also not on
No
Tinder,
face
Bumble,
gaming.
or
Go turn it off.
Grindr.
Go turn that off.
We're not on any of those three.
Bumble, we have a Bumble.
LinkedIn.
If you would like
You
to
know
visit
what?
all
I
of us-
actually linked our Twitch on Bumble for a short period.
Oh, man.
Oh, I can't wait to
I
send
thought
this
they
to
canceled
Ella.
my account, but it turned out like some shit had just got.
Wow.
Alright, have a good night, everybody.
You're
Bye,
welcome,
Bards. Thanks for
Ella.
hanging out with us.
Lichlair.com. Go to lichlair.com. Check them out. They're awesome.
Lichlair.com/ put it in me.
Lichlair.com. Gotta say it 3 times.